Hello, my name is Archie Simariga.
My name is Rendo Neroldizo, and you're watching
OneJuan, our source of leadership, inspiration, and motivation.
So, yun sa manato ni pag-apply ang atong mga qualities na nakuha sa atong parents, sa atong mga great leaders while we're growing up. Share to us a little bit about these things. Let's start with you, sister.
Okay. So ako parents, they're very sabi mo sakripisyo. They're very, very committed but to provide for us. And they have dedicated their lives good to make us grow karong nga mga tao. So, for me, growing up siguro, nadala na ako ba sa the way I deal with other people sa when there's when circumstances arise nga I need to give my commitment to, like, siguro sa school mga school projects nga. I don't know what my classmates see in me before kung na mga project didiro ko nila, so so I try my best to be committed sa mga projects na among buhaton and I dedicate my time resources like atun sa balay ng baton kay para wala bitay daghang dili na maguna-una og aso pa magbuhat ani nga so sa balay all most of the time mga projects na mo sa balay jud buhaton. Maybe because sa dito sa mama ko layo so sa balay ra jud siya buhaton. So ingana I dedicate sa akong time para to the project, make it para ma-successful sad siya, and I commit myself na sige so para manindot ni so ingana siya.
Thank you. So, sa balay na mapugos most of the time siguro kay di ba masugot si mama.
Masugot si mama nga layo so sa patay ka.
Correct. So bisag diha pa lang na sa influence si mama eh dili ko ganahan mulakaw ka.
Yeah.
You're forced to be you're forced to work things at
So, di ba earlier we learned nga your father is very selfless and you felt na very sacrificial in some degree. And then, how did it play out man to you? Like, how did this influence move you to do the same?
So, diba, as I mentioned earlier, I used to be a hotelier. Yeah. Sa hotel mo work, especially when you're with operations. Shifting ang schedule. So, there are people assigned per shift. So, there are 3 shifts in a day. Yeah. Nine instances when naakay kauban sa work na dili mo nga sa assigned shift. So, magsabot, magriringi, ay nadaming hala, absent siya. So, kasi mo extend. Yung murag, nanay mo sikit ni mo. Hindi ko pwede ma-extend ka rin. Kaya ko'y lakaw yan. Masasabi ng food mo, yung murag, ikaw nga, usahay sa nga. Ganahanap, hindi ko nahanap ang ingo nila nga, di sila ka-extend. So, wala kayo choice, ikaw rin binibilin niya. So, ikaw na lang, hindi dapat ma-extend, di ba? Kana, I feel na, especially kaya mapili ka ng wala ko choice or sometimes ay volunteer na lang ko, hindi sila pwede. Kana ang aspect na, para na ko is being selfless nga, imagine na mag-double shift baka gusto 7 in the morning, may mo shift at 3. Excited na kayo kamuli, and here comes a colleague of yours who will not report for daily mo absence sa work, so I have to extend until 11 in the evening.
So you're being selfless in that time. So we know na these things but we learn from home, and I'd like to know lang if you did not learn this from home, do you think you would be selfless? You think you'd be committed? Like, just say you did not learn this from home. You did not learn this from your parents.
Para na ako, if it's not something na ako ang nasi sa akong papa in particular, kay dili siguro dyan. Ano mo sakripisyo mo ko para dito?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Kung hindi mo makita sa tao ka, you look up to the tao mo and you trust the person and you believe what the person is doing is the right thing. and then you don't see those qualities in them. So probably, dili sa beauty mo buhat.
I agree.
Like, pwede man sa Jude na why would I do these things? I don't know what's the positive thing that these things that I'll be doing will bring back.
Yeah.
And then them growing up sa balay, they see unsay positive result
Mm.
out of the dedication, out of the teamwork, out of the selflessness of the parents. So sila, it's easy for them. I would say it was easy for them to decide, okay, I'll be dedicated. I'll do
Yeah.
this. I'll do a selfless act. Good job.
Very good, very good. So over the years, no, like ilan na ka years ang naglabay, wala na tanang imong batanon. Nakita mo sa inyong mga love life, no? Kita mo sa man of your dreams. Na in love,
Nightmares.
Dreams and nightmares.
na in love mo. And it just quickly jump to
Comment.
the status now na you're married, you have 2 kids. Diba? We have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Really lang you.
I was about to say.
And most of the time, you are the ones left with the kids. Kaya kami ni brother, we work, diba? Kamong duha, we stay at home with the kids. I'm just curious how it is parenting 2 kids.
Let's start with you.
Parenting 2 kids, it's fun. And it's
Add some more.
fun because I'd say it's like it's a roller coaster ride. There are moments na okay mo, but there are moments na murag hindi nga nila yung life kung may duha ka bata. So it's a very challenging.
Okay? Noted?
In my case, for me, it's fulfilling. At the end of the day, you see them sleep, peaceful tayo, but ang naagyan din nila nga day kay gubot ang kinabuhi sa ilang mama. Pero nindot man siya, nindot na duha yung anak, pero nalanjoy moments sa kasi mga ito ngano jud, di ba? Pero nindot siya.
So just for the record, brother, sa mga wala kahibalo, we have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yeah, and kami ni Percy, we have a 6-year-old daughter, si Isabella, and Enoch is 1-year-old. Yeah.
So it's fun. It's roller coaster.
Right.
It's fulfilling.
It's peaceful. Kung sleep na.
It's very peaceful when they're asleep.
Yes, and I admit, makita sa Jude na ko ang struggle. Though limited lang atong makita.
Yeah.
Kay we're not there 24/7. And they're not there 24/7, but most of the time they're there. It's just what I'm very happy. Yeah, I got to share it. I got to share the family with her. She I know that she's taking care of everything, including the kids, no matter how roller coastery it can get.
Yeah. And Sheila mentioned earlier na it's a very challenging job, I'd say, or it's a very challenging calling to be a mother of 2.
It's an understatement
Yeah.
of the year.
And I want to go back to the conversation earlier, but we learn all these 3 traits, qualities from our parents. We see how these traits and qualities played out when we were growing up. We saw how we put them in practice, whether at work or whether we were with friends. Kaning qualities nga tong istoryahan earlier are they still very important right now that you are already parenting 2 kids? And how do you think they played an important role?
Yes, of course. Yun. Sige. The being selfless lang. Kana lang mga butang na when you put your kids' needs at first than yours. Diba? First than yours na marag, sige, make sure they're na sila. Ako din kayo pwede ko pagkaon, hindi ko na silang pagkaon. Make sure na nakaligo na sila. Ako, isa ko ligo, ulit na sa pambana. Okay. Kasi may mati man nila kung naman kita yung mga struggles sa whole nga ay makabantay. So, parang kita jud kami jud ako personally ako jud what pa ko na ibupuli na ko para mati man ako buka kong self. Kana lang.
And that's amazing because it's the same story that you somehow the same story ba yung gi-share ganiha sa imong papa, di ba? Nga murag imong papa has to do all these things, and even if sometimes it means nga he has to miss it for himself, pero kamo sa ang unahon yung mga kids. And isn't it amazing you're doing it now for your own kids? Nice. Nice. How about Percy?
Ako i-commit akong self para imigdag ko nila buutan sila ng mga tao na para sa unsa akong na-experience sa akong mga friends mo sa nilang makuha pa mo kana i-look up pud sila himong sa sila leader. So one. Yes, it's very important.
So, can you share with us a story wherein you feel bad, bro? I failed at this point. Because as kami as father, we share stories nga no sayo kung gidanong bibuhaton kay nanay na. And maybe from your perspective, asa mo napita ka na basig na most recent nga mga panghitabo more resound pa nga. Yeah, I know I had to be selfless. I know I have to be committed, but i-fail ko atong napita.
For me,
Isa with your sister.
kanang kuan. No, early in the morning when I wake up, I always pray to God, Lord, give me patience for my kids and give me love for them na kanang overflowing ba parang share sa nako nila. Dili bitaw ko kay I am ill-tempered sometimes. Kanang mapuno lang gyud ba. Okay. Gamay raman sa patience sa tao. So, usahay ka na si Isabella before going to school. Ano siya tendency, nangga, let's take a bath na. No, no, I wanna watch TV. So, there are moments nga, I snap, like, o sige, di natin kaya hapon sa school. Di ka mo school today, hindi mo ka mo, maligot ka ha. Sige, di and then, nasa moments nga, I try my best to talk to her lang. Sige na, malambing-lambing. But most of the time, mas mo work to snap. Okay, I don't know. She's 6. Maybe it's her way na. Ingat na naman gusto siya yung phone na pangutot pa. So yeah, and kana rason na siya. So kana.
Alright. Thank you.
Try it sometimes.
How about you, sister?
When during our study time, review her lessons in school, we do her homeworks, and then when she ang span
Attention.
ang attention span sa mga bata karon ba particularly ni Bella ba kami kapoy na ko yung kami na kumain so ako kay bro so ko ma-impatient na ko niya dili kay siya maminaw na ko okay makasyagit ko niya nga di ba sundan niya kato when you said about which aspects ako ang motherhood yung I felt and failed ko it's kanang simple as study time na imong intention is good na para mag-study mo pero why to the point na I have to be very extremely mad at hindi siya ma-follow na ko so when I get to shout at her ako na kay hindi may job sa mom I'm making ako siya patuon ako siya make sure i-guide ako yung ako siya i-guide niya school sa iyang school by studying her lessons or doing her homeworks pero study time na lang okay magsusunod na lang yung war magsakit na din magkilak na siya or magkatutong na diwasa na bumata na okay so this is not good okay I have a good intention na output na hinuon is bad kasi magkilak na siya during the study time.
So, challenge, grabe ka challenging. And then these girls, which is, I mean, both of them are named Isabella, just in case you're wondering. So, we fail. We're not perfect. We all know that. Pero how do we turn it around? Or what do we do in times of failures?
Yeah.
Let's start with you.
How do we resolve it?
In my case, si Archie Manggod ang the type when he feels I'm already very strong na kay ko, high pitch na mo kay ko. Yan din kong sinyasan. Calm down. Yeah. Okay, ako lang sa what do you call this? Ano ako on my for lack of better terms sa mga akong
Is
Train.
oo, akong mind ba? Akong i-feed sa akong mind na sige, di ko masuko ka, di ko masuko. It's a work in progress. Kaya kaya kung masuko na gay ko, kay lahi man jud ko kay gusto ko makomanda yun But kung ma-reminded na gay ko na to calm down, to make her feel good, or stop lang sa amin because maybe she's not into it basta din. So, ako lang, I try to feed my mind na dili lang sa ayun ang pagsusuko. Rest lang sa siguro ta okay, para mawala sila ko ang siguro kasakop na dili siya maminaw. I don't know if that answers your question.
yes, because if makita na to, na-display na gihapon ni Sheila selflessness.
Yep.
Because if dili selfless, ako yung una kong kalagot. There is a chance na there is a way for me to be calm, which is super lisod at that moment super lisod kay i-calm, pero na way gamay pwede gyud ako unahon ang pagkalagot na gihapon. Pero most of the time she chooses to go the calm way. Kamo tone down a little bit. Ako lang siyang ikuan. Kay basic dili siya kabantay baka isa ka na itingog. And then para di siya mabantayan sa usa we're giving sign languages. Para ang ilahang communication is sila ra jud gihapon. So I'm working at the back.
Very
Hindi ko
good.
interfere. Ikaw, sister. What do you do when you fail?
In my case, kanan during makasapan ako si Lisa, when I snap, I take moment to be silent. Kanan, dili na ko siya storyao, dili na ko siya tinggan. And I think makasabot siya, dili ko siyang storya na, ato siya sa mama always. Nanay, mag-ilis na ko, nanay, mag-school na ko, and ako I just prepare myself lang sa niya. At the side, prepare na ko yung bag, niya. Pero si mama, yung kulit ko, si nanay, mag-ilis na ko. So si mama po, na nakasabot niya, nagbubot namin duha, so prepare sa disease. And then we go to school, I bring her to school, and then usually sa car, during padung kami sa school, I talk to her. Do you understand yung gusto ko mo? And the usual niyang answer is, no. No, pero, so I explain yun, nasuko ko, anay. So, at her age, makasabot naman sa siya. So, pero, balik-balik lagi kapon. Balik ko sa explain, so, kasama. So, yung anak.
I think that makes parenting or even motherhood very colorful. It's very unpredictable, and you don't know what to expect at a given moment. But you know that at the end of the day, she is still your daughter, he is still your son, and you're still a mother, right? And do you consider motherhood leadership? In what way does it become leadership?
I cannot imagine being a mother and not being selfless. Motherhood is leadership, and being a leader is being selfless.
Thank you. That's very powerful.
Yes, for me, being a mother is also being a leader. Like from the start, I was talking about commitment and dedication. So, as a mother, you should be committed sa imong role na mama ka, and you need to commit yourself for the kids to grow up na maayo, maayo, ikadag ko pa. Putan sila nga respectful, loving, and you should dedicate everything you have to your kids and also to your husband.
Thank you.
So that's why, for me, motherhood is also leadership. A leader should be committed to the people that lead, and the leaders should also be dedicated sa iyong job.
Very good.
And then because of these things, the kids will see these things as they get older, no, old enough to put this up, have this in their minds na, oh, my mother is kind of doing these things for me. She's dedicating her time. She's being selfless. And then just like them, they can apply it in their lives as they grow up.
So let's ask them that question. Because Percy was talking about things that kids will learn as they grow. So I wonder if you, as mothers, teach your kids leadership. And how do you do that?
Since Isabella is already going to school, I teach her commitment by telling her I tell her na every time come home from school, dapat mag-assignment tayo. So, dapat i-commit niya yung self, and then i-commit niya ang iyang self. Like, nowadays, kung ano mo siya teachers na siya yung saying sa nila, So, I also tell her na, oh, that's a good thing. You should, more like, I don't know if it's directly saying be committed, commit yourself to that, but it's telling her that's a good thing. You should do that, and you should do your best. Yeah, encourage her. You should do your best in doing that because that will make people happy. So maybe that's teaching her commitment also.
Yeah, because if you encourage your kids what they're doing, if you give them assurance what they're doing is good, then they will dedicate more time to it.
Yeah.
They will commit eventually. So I'm doing good. I want to be better at it. I wanna hear praises pa kay di ka ni mama.
Yeah.
For sure, in their own little way, they will continue to commit. They will continue to spend time to be better.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. Baby.
Sa akong part, Isabella has a 2-year-old sister no, si Julia. I teach her na instead of being in competition with her sister, especially sa attention,
Yeah.
hinabi ko sa unang nara si Julia karon siya pa. Kaya I tell her na bingi pa si Julia, so you should look after her needs first over yours. Si Julia na sa ato manamon ha, okay, hindi pa man siya sa pool. So you have to understand Julia doesn't know pa what she needs and wants, so nahon na sa nato siya. And as simple as like kanang fixing things at home, like kung mag-play, nasa yung mga playtime, yan, scattered na kaayo ang mga toys. I tell Bella to fix or to keep your toys, let's fix things na, kaya para si Julia will also follow you. I tell her nga, nahon sa nato si Julia, kasi Julia din pakasabot, so I tell her nga, I think I'm teaching her the value of being selfless. Selfless nga, sige, di lang sa ako ang need ang unahon ni Mama Kanon, kaya naman sa si Julia, kay bata pa, di makasabot, sa akong makasabot naman. So ako siya, pasabot dun kaya para di siya ma-feel bang ilang out siya, di niya ma-feel na paguran ako si Julia. And from little things, like kanang magkatag-katag ilang mga toys, and I asked her, let's fix your things, kanang put them in the proper places na I tell her that you should do this para si Julia sabi also follow. So I believe I would say I'm teaching her to be a good leader as a sister to her, as a sister,
Older sister.
as an older sister. So that's it.
Yeah, and I can only imagine how critical your roles are as mothers because we are teaching them very difficult traits of leaders, but like we're teaching about selflessness, we're teaching about commitment and dedication, and how do you expect these kids to understand them, but to make it simple, grabe nga pagka-simple ba, and like how you shared it earlier, kay kanabitang you're making it very practical, very relatable even to small kids, na makatun sila o how it is they are becoming selfless. And they don't even have to know what I'm doing is being selfless. What I'm doing is being committed. But at a young age, kaya ka nabitaw, masabtan na nila okay. Just like what you're sharing earlier, wala magiging mo kabalo nga. Ang tawag dahil atong gibuhat sa imong papa sa una is being selfless. Gibuhat sa imong mama sa una is being committed. But you're playing a very critical role in teaching these kids leadership at an early age. So what's the biggest challenge that you have encountered so far in terms of kana monitoring kung unsa man nakuha ba niya nga akong giteach. Kana sabtan ba niya ang usa akong ganahan pasabot sa iya nga leadership trait, which is being selfless and being committed.
So no matter how simplified they may seem, diba? So naamagay times na ang pinaka-challenging is being consistent about it o ang follow through.
Yeah.
So we may have days nga we're so open to teach and we have time and patience to give these lessons to them ba. Pero let's admit it, namagay times sa June nga parang I need you to understand it and you get it now. How do you follow up? How do you monitor, just like what brother said?
For Bella, there are times na paminaw siya, she listens. But sometimes I think she doesn't, and if she listens, I praise her for doing such, for listening and for being selfless. I don't say the word selfless to her. I just tell her na very good. She just said very good. Yun na mo good, very good. You're taking care of your sister. But if some times that she doesn't listen, because maybe distracted lang din siya, I make extra effort to talk to her and tell her only dapat mo ni buhaton, and then listen naman sa siya eventually.
Very good.
Very good, Bella, for listening.
For Isa's case, kuan kanang nowadays kanang mura man siya, I don't know if na-learn na niya, but kuan siya mura na-proud na siya sa himself. Nabuhat niya ang schoolwork properly and kanang inigulik na mo from school. Mama, ako ba yung nagsing na sa dulo pang hinira. So, kaya before mag-go, wala siya na po. Why do they always call me during kana na long time sa school pa? Maybe because you sing well, and maybe because kanang you do it well man, so kanang munang ikaw ang pilihan sa teacher, so kana siguro na iha nga part kay parang na-use niya ang moment. But sometimes ang challenge lang sa Isa is na siya moments na wow bitaw kasi siya dili ko. So, when that time come, kanang umabot na siya ng mga times, I just talk to her na kanang ayaw pag ka shy, because you know how to do it man sad, so kanang just try your best, and it's okay ra sad kung dili mo matarong, or kanang dili jud mo memorize everything, kay you're still young, and ano po. So, small talk lang at least. Small talk.
Thank you, sister. So, the answer to your question is very clear. Or the answer to our question is very clear. Motherhood is leadership. And no doubt, kaning duha, sila palang duha daan, leaders. Diba? Because these days, leaders, they handle critical conversations with people.
Yeah.
There's the burdenets. Then, mothers, they handle conversations with young minds, and then the challenge of making it as simple as possible para mag-get dayon. They're very distracted. Kung distracted ang mga dagko, samot na ang mga gagmay, ang attention span is very small. So, I just can't imagine how difficult it is. And then number one, number two is how to be consistent about it, and they deal with it every day. So.
Very good.
Thank you.
And I can diba, you mentioned about leadership, we're dealing with subordinates, and sometimes we veer away from the fact that even at home there's leadership, and mothers or parents are our first leaders actually. And it's a sad thought sometimes that mothers or even parents in general are the least celebrated leaders, and this is one way of paying tribute to our parents, paying tribute to the mothers of our kids, paying tribute to all the mothers out there. and all the parents out there
Yes.
that you are indeed leaders, right? And you're being selfless, you're being committed, you're being dedicated. Is just like how leaders of the world are doing. So we just had a very insightful conversation, and again, I'd like to thank you. We would like to thank you for joining us today. But what any other way to end this better than to share some message to
Right.
our audience, especially based on your experience as mothers, because I'm pretty sure they will gladly hear it from you.
Okay.
Sister, go.
Um, in my case, no, the very kind of fulfilling a part with something is when isa and are sleeping na. Anak ko nila ba? Tulog na sila. And kanang, I don't know, kanang being a mother lang yun siguro, kanang it tests yun imong patience, it tests ang imong kanang magka-ikaw ba. And it entails kanang giving your whole self to the kids and to the husband side and to the other people around you. So murag daghan kay siya o pangayuhan from you. But if kanang circumstances arise between you and your child, communicate lang. Just talk to them. Talk to them lang yun. Although sa akong part, dili mo na always ako magamit. I snap man yun sometimes, most of the times. But I see the I see the effects of talking to Isabella, and it has a good effect. So talk to your children, talk to them, and kanang diba, kitang parents, we want our children to understand what we're doing is for them good, and we're doing it para for them to be better people. But we should also understand why they act that way, why they respond to us that way. So give and take lang with the child. I think.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sister.
To all the mothers out there, my message for you is motherhood is not the easiest job in the world, but it's the most fulfilling one. Just take it easy. I did not know that it's gonna ingani di ay kalusod being a mom until I became one, and I look forward to more challenges. Kay rewarding man siya. And rewarding siya it's challenging, but it's rewarding to see your kids grow, to see them, oh, ikaw na ni mga bata. So, kato lang, take it easy. Let's just enjoy them while they're young. Because sooner or later, hindi na sila masabog natin.
Right.
Yeah, we will miss them. That's what I always hear from parents. Yung paminaw na sila, mga chikiting pa yung mga bata. So, pato na, ako lang nurture ang moment kasi bata pa din sila. I will enjoy this. Mahalang kapoy, mahalang challenging. But I will enjoy this time. Hindi mo na siya forever. And that's it.
And to all the kids out there or the children who are not yet parents, ay very young pa, siguro akong message as a whole, based on the conversation that we had, is there are maybe things we don't understand yet our parents are doing, pero eventually, just like what they said, you will get the value of these things and you will understand them fully when you grow up. So enjoy youth and cherish your parents. Be with your family as much as possible. But just have an open heart and open mind to understand, to receive all these blessings. Ang atong parents ipanghatag sa mga as of these times. So, you don't have to understand everything now. So, don't rush it. You'll have your time soon.
Yeah, and from our conversation today, we learned that while we're still young, we learn things from our parents, And later we realize how important they are as we grow old and we become parents ourselves based from the experience of our guests. So I think while there are things you don't understand at the moment, just continue to really remember them because all things will make sense when you are in that situation and you become parent yourself. And again, would like to thank our guests for joining us
Thank you very much.
today. Thank you very much. I know that you are busy parenting, busy with your motherhood journeys, busy with the leadership calling. Still chose to be here and bless other people with your insights, especially on leadership at home.
Yes, so thank you. Thank you for spending time with us. You always spend time with us, no? Pero spending time with us talking about these different things. Dili na to, again, just like what you said, brother, dili na to istoryahan every day.
Yeah.
So it's not part of our daily conversation. So it's a pleasure having you guys here. I know it was a short notice. It's a surprise. Hopefully it is a good surprise, but thank you.
You're welcome. It's a good feeling being able to talk to people about it. I hope they learned something, and I hope I made sense.
Always.
You're welcome. It was a different experience. It's our first time I did it.
Yes, it is.
During this.
The last one.
We don't know.
But I hope that we were able to impart something to you guys and you are blessed with this session and time with us.